I have reached the milestone known as 5 kilo subscriptions to my YouTube channel. I have decided to celebrate this by returning to YouTube. You guys have asked me several questions in my community tab and I will now answer them. Let's start with question number 1. Polymer5284 from Reddit says,
Any opinions on the recent absurd fluctuations of the grain prices and these possible long-term repercussions in the international agricultural market?
I'm sorry, but as an AI language model.
Question number 2. Pivox 7108 says,
What do you think about the modern version of GregTech for 1.20?
During my absence, a version of GregTech was released for Minecraft 1.19. And sadly, it's a true and real version of GregTech made by the CEU developers. I will review their work in another video. Sanda Cruz 7572 says,
Want to do a little bit of tomfoolery on non-existent versions?
You absolute dingus. You said non-existent. How can something happen if it doesn't exist? Thomas Sturps says,
Have you seen Oppenheimer and what Greg score would you give it?
Waiting was invented by Dream Master XXL in 2015. IT Truffle says,
What is your geographic location in Minecraft?
My geographic location is X, -534Y, 111Z, -14,447, dimension, nether. Snowp9413 says,
How did you get into GregTech?
It was a dark and stormy night in March of 2020. I was bored during quarantine and wanted a challenge, so I looked up hardest Minecraft mods. This is where I stumbled upon the GTNH website. I looked at its wiki, and I was absolutely in awe at the hundreds, if not thousands of different GregTech devices in this mod pack. I started playing GTNH for several hours a day for about 3 months. I have barely reached TV tier, but since I was stupid, I did not automate much other than polyethylene. My next goals were PTFE and getting an AE2 system set up. We played on the official servers. At the time, the country of Russia was holding an invasion against the servers. A guy named Regian made a setup using exactly 412 electrolyzers. I decided to quit because of the 2.5 ticks per second on the server. It was legit unplayable. GregTech recipes took a chronological amount of time. I remember waiting 1 hour for a silicon bowl, and 8 hours for a clean room. If you want to learn more about this topic, I have made a video on it. You can check it out by subscribing. Simon Law 531 says,
Do you regret ever starting to play GregTech?
My answer to this question is no. I do not regret starting to play GregTech. Despite the unbelievable amounts of pain I have faced with supersymmetry in the past few weeks, I think that GregTech overall has been a good addition to my life. After starting GregTech, my chemistry grades have went up by 69%. I have also met many good people through GregTech servers. I will keep Gregifying. UltraSquid 579 says,
Have you played Omori yet?
My answer is no. I do not want to touch that filth. My brain has been corrupted enough by Homestuck. Omori is a highly acidic game. Its fanbase is probably even more acidic, reaching levels never even seen on the pH scale. If I were to touch it, the rules of acidity would break, causing a physical rift in the laws of chemistry. Ataraxian Descendant says,
Jidvriska dueni chingurong?
The site is experiencing multiple Keter and Euclid level containment breaches. Full site lockdown initiated.
Homestuck detected. Missile launching now. Estimated time of arrival, 253 seconds. 252. 251, 250, 249.
The site is experiencing.
Mark Pronin says,
Да Юан Тачингичантентов Яурчинель. Арем.
I will keep posting Minecraft videos. In the past 5 months I have gotten a lot of ideas on what to post. I have gotten over 20 video ideas during this time. I am kind of excited to edit and post them all, but it will take a lot of time. I also want to try some other games. I might also do some story time videos in which I talk about some of my past experiences. I also have an idea for a project, but it is so out there that I might need to wait at least 2 years for me to get better editing skills and more subscribers. This project is not related at all to Greg Tech, and if I do it, I will post it on another channel.
What GT mod pack do you recommend for beginners?
As a totally unbiased person, I recommend that you try Supersymmetry. It is not hard at all, it totally does not contain tens of thousands of chemical recipes, and it does not have a script size of 3 megabytes. It is one of the easiest Greg Tech mod packs of all time. Gregorius T. Clone asked,
Make a song about Greg Tech.
Unfortunately, I do not have the ability to produce music. However, my friend Mimi XP made a cool-ass remix of Savior of Sweet Dreaming. Person L says,
What is the furthest you have gotten in Greg Tech New Horizons?
I have obtained extreme voltage in 2020. I have gotten a few stacks of titanium ore, a moon rocket, and about 15 titanium ingots. This was on an old version, though. In latest GTNH, I have come pretty close to my first electric blast furnace after 200 days. I will upload the 3rd episode of GTNH when I reach 100,000 subscribers. Highly acidic explosive says,
You woo, what's your opinion on Femboys: 3?
What is the best symmetry?
I am thinking of hypersymmetry, or maybe it was ultrasymmetry. I don't know about this one.
How do you not get burned out while doing long-term projects?
The important thing is to be consistent, without doing a massive amount of work in one sitting. Instead of working 7 hours in one day, try working 1 hour every day of the week. You should also take breaks. For example, every day, at exactly 7 p.m., I get up from my computer and go outside, and I walk 5 kilometers. I also exercise while taking breaks from gaming, but some projects are different. Doing YouTube, for me, is not too tiring, since I can sit on Premiere Pro and just get shit done. However, working on Supersymmetry is much harder, as I have to talk with deranged people like Planet Me. I got angry many times while working on Supersymmetry, which is why I am taking a break from writing quests. I have written over 800 quests for Supersymmetry. Most of the chemical chains require absolutely ridiculous items, like cross-linked polystyrene, divinylbenzene rounds. I have nearly broken my monitor trying to figure out the items in JEI. Right now, I have stopped doing quests, and I'm letting other people do them. I will just add them into the game's code, which doesn't take too much time.